Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome all back to another episode of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game walkthrough. And look what we have. We've got the black Spider-Man outfit on, which is quite lovely. I think that it's interesting the way that it looks in the sun. You can see a lot of kind of dark blues and purples. And it's interesting. At first, I kind of didn't like it. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. At first, when I just saw this, I was like, that does not look good. It kind of looks very flat and lacks texture. But then I thought about the fact that, you know, the black suit, speaking from a kind of like a technical standpoint, is a living thing that kind of attaches itself onto Peter Parker. And I kind of like that. Here you could see kind of a lot more of the kind of, you know, like muscular and everything, things like that, like kind of muscular details, because then it's a little more believable as an organic thing just attaches to Mr. Peter Parker. But now we shall continue our epic storyline so far, which of course involves Kraven the Hunter and a meeting that we're supposed to have, a press meeting with him at his loft. So I'm assuming we're going to head in here as Peter Parker. Indeed we are. There we go. One thing that Peter needs to invest in is not just getting new costumes for his Spider-Man himself, but also himself, because it seems like Peter is always wearing the same thing. Whoa, look at that. Rhino, tiger, I think that's a bear, and then I can't quite make out what's all the way in the background there.
Mr. Kravinoff?
But a lot of creepy
Peter
things.
Parker from the Daily Bugle? We spoke on the phone? Mr. Kravinoff?
Whoa, this is freaky. His place is certainly very, very chilling. There's like snakes over there, I think. Giant dinosaur skull, I would assume that is. Or not a skull. I guess that's the upper jaw.
Oh, I apologize for startling you.
He's actually having fun.
I am Kraven. Please forgive my theatrics. I merely wish to demonstrate my skills.
The videos online do that pretty well. I saw you take down that Siberian tiger with your bare hands, without hurting it.
Tigers are endangered. I simply relocated the beast for its own safety, as well as that of the local villagers.
So then I guess you're a hero, aren't you?
True hunters wish to conserve the natural world. It is where we find peace.
You're a long way from the natural world.
I craved a new challenge. I came here to hunt the monsters Oscorp created. The cross-species. The deadliest combination of animal and human. I ended their threat. But I grew fond of your city. And your city grew fond of me. And I decided to stay.
Except now you're hunting normal people.
No. Only criminals. Only those who prey on their fellow man have anything to fear from me.
Sounds like a point. Sounds like a pretty good point, in fact. What about the task force?
This new task force is sending a pretty strong message. No vigilantes.
I do not trust them. They are paid for by Fisk. I am sure you've heard the rumors of his illegal activities.
Sure, everyone has. But no one can prove it. And the police seem okay with him.
Because he has paid those who are corrupt. The rest are desperate to avoid looking incompetent. Well, the public is desperate for an end to the crime wave. I have only
He is
one
massive,
agenda,
by the way. Look at the size difference.
to get results.
Okay. What is your latest hunt?
Is man really the most dangerous game?
In their own way, yes. But men are merely highly evolved animals. The current crime wave provides fascinating opportunities to study them. The patterns of the various factions.
And what are you finding out?
That criminals are not unlike beasts. They have hunting grounds, specific behaviors. Many travel in packs, but there are differences.
Mind
Such
sharing?
as?
Yeah.
Animals prey on others for survival. Only human beings are willfully cruel.
Ooh. Team Humans, I guess he's not a part of. All right, and finally, I guess it would be quite important to find out what does the police feel about him, because look, Spider-Man at least has his face covered up, where Kraven is just hunting like this, so he's quite obvious that it is
Based on my
him.
experience, research, the police aren't big fans of vigilantes.
The police had their chance to stop the crime wave. They failed miserably.
I don't think they like being reminded of that.
I do not wish to insult them, but it would be a far greater crime to have the power to help, but refuse to act. Would you not agree?
Man,
Yeah.
Kraven's making me a
As a
fan of
matter
him.
of fact, I would.
He's doing a good job of persuading Mr. Peter Parker here. All right, so I guess it's time to finish the conversation.
So you're saying you feel a responsibility to use your power to help?
Yes. To have such power and not use it is to be unworthy of it.
Well, thanks. I think our readers will find this very interesting.
Good, good. I must take this call, but please, look around. Take pictures of anything you wish. Yes? No, I said tranquilizer darts. No, I have no interest in automatic weapons. They require no skill. I am an artist!
He did kind of lose his Russian accent, I feel like. At least it's not very thick, I guess. Snap 3 pictures of interesting objects. So I think this is picture number 1 is probably this thing, right?
Now that's a beautiful shot.
There we go. That is a beautiful shot. So, what about this thing? Oh, should I move out a little? Oh, there we are.
Suitable for framing.
He's got a giant poster of himself, or painting of himself.
Just what I needed.
There you go, buddy.
Pardon the interruption. Would you care to see my latest trophies?
Sure. Should I head upstairs? I would assume so, right? Ooh, what is this? Oh, that's just a light. Man, that's a giant bear. Okay, so I believe we go through here. What are these?
Cross
Oh,
species.
that's a scorpion.
Beautiful. Are they not?
I thought Spider-Man captured them.
An inadequate solution. They escaped.
So you killed them?
To save the lives of their victims, yes. But also in self-defense. They were deadly opponents.
These are all your enemies
mean-
from the first game.
I can imagine.
Okay. Do you kill your prey? Well, I guess that's kind of obvious. I don't know why we need to ask that, but let's go ahead and hear the conversation. Are you gonna ask
When
or
do
no?
you consider it okay to kill?
When there is no other choice. I do not take life lightly. But when it is necessary, I do not hesitate. If my failure to act cost the life of an innocent person, I could not live with myself.
I know what you mean.
He sure sounds like a superhero, or a hero at least, instead of a villain at this point. Alright, let's find out whether or not he has some superpowers, because how did he take on these monstrous
They all had
cross-species?
superhuman powers. How'd you beat them?
I have trained myself to the peak of human ability and learned many natural means of enhancement. Not drugs, like the scum who pollute the streets, but the secrets of native cultures. Herbs, potions, mysteries forgotten by so-called civilized man.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's see. So what does he know about this Carnage Killer?
Hunting criminals. Some people might wonder if you're the Carnage Killer.
He is no hunter, but a brute, a savage. His very existence is offensive to men like myself.
So even though
Because
he's hunting
you have an
criminals,
epic beard, by the way.
you'd like to take him down.
Of course. He dishonors what I do. Without honor, Peter, the hunt means nothing.
Well put.
Last question. Is there anything you haven't accomplished yet?
Yes. I would like to leave a legacy when I am gone. Pass my training to a protege. My only family is a brother who... well, he chose a different path. I never had a son, but... perhaps... forgive me. I am becoming melancholy as I get older. So, do you have what you need, Mr. Parker?
Yeah.
Does he think of
I
Spider-Man
do.
as the son that he has never had? Is that what it is? Interesting. Okay. Can I go over here? No. This looks like a door into something. Kind of. Sort of. No? Okay. Let's take a picture of Kraven, maybe? Kraven? Pose? There we are. Ultimate picture. This is pretty cool, though. Man, he's got the lizard and everybody. Okay. So, let's get out of here while he does not frame us. I'm kind of surprised, though, because, of course, in the cartoons, and from what I recall about Kraven, he wanted to hunt Spider-Man as the ultimate hunt, right? So far, we haven't seen that. Maybe it is where, you know, Kraven starts training him, and then Spider-Man does something unlike what Kraven wants him to do, or is not ready to do what Kraven is ready to do, and then that obviously costs them their relationship. That could be the case, but who knows? Ooh, looks like our phone is ringing.
Whitney!
Whitney? Should I be jealous?
Ooh, Felicia.
Who is this?
That's no way to talk to a lady. Or even me.
Felicia? This is the number I gave Whitney Chang. How'd you get it?
The name's Black Cat, as in cat burglar. As in I get my hands on things I'm not supposed to. How about you, Spider? Do you ever get your hands on things you're not supposed to?
I heard you
Was
were
that
back
supposed
in
to
jail.
sound dirty?
Listen, if you're calling to tease me about breaking out...
I'm insulted. I can think of a lot more fun things to tease you about.
If you're smart, you'll get out of town before I find the time to chase you.
Funny, that's what I was going to say to you. Things are getting dangerous around here, Spider. Why don't we chase each other out of town,
I'm too busy to fool around with you. I mean,
I love this expression.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, so let's go ahead and leave home and head on out. Now, one thing that we're going to be in a disadvantage of is, of course, that the costume that we are currently wearing, which is the black-suited Spider-Man, does not have the same ranking or level as our traditional costume, which you can see right here. So that obviously is going to affect our performances in battles and such, so hopefully we'll still do well. But on the bright side, we get to level up another costume, so that's lovely. Okay, it's still loading. That's taking a while, oddly enough. But it does say into the lion's den, which makes me assume that we are going to continue encountering Kraven for the next little while. Whoa! Okay, that was a web. Okay, so it looks like we need to have another meeting with Kraven. Still got to talk to Kraven.
Okay.
Why don't we go ahead and
Let's go
actually
see what
take
Kraven's
down this
got to
petty
teach
crime
me,
on the way.
Besides mustache grooming.
Just so that we could, you know, every now and then do some side quests.
B&E in progress.
Oh no. Hello, boys. How are you all doing?
bad guys don't
Ooh,
think
look
of
at that. There's a
themselves as
different
bad.
effect when you're punching them. There's like a little splashiness of like black color or paint or something coming off, which is of course from the suit. Here we go. Ooh,
I was in the
nice.
zone.
There we go.
Hey, unconscious bad guy. I almost died just then. Of boredom.
Oh no, that's the one thing I always worry about. Is that when you do these missions, then you hear the same exact one-liners.
Business owners praised Spider-Man for improvement not just in crime rates, but also in the local economy.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so we still have our heroic level all the way up, which is lovely. And we're not too far away from Kraven's, or the meeting place with Kraven, so let's head out. And I think this will be, I guess, our first training session, correct? Because I'm assuming Peter has accepted the proposition from Kraven of hunting together or something. Okay, so here we are. Hello, Kraven. I'm here. You probably know that.
I knew you would come.
Yeah, well, don't get any ideas about me being your sidekick. But I'm on the trail of the Carnage Killer, and tracking's a little out of my wheelhouse.
Ah, yes, the killer. I thought he might be you. But I have watched you, and I see that you are no madman.
You spied on me?
Only briefly. There is much a hunter can learn from observation. I see the way you carry yourself like a lost child. That you lack someone to guide you, to help you become a man. I have no son of my own. I do not want my legacy to die with me. I can make you the ultimate hunter.
I'm sorry, it's just the way he waved his hands. He was like, Ultimate Hunter!
This Carnage Killer.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
And suppress the crime wave. Let us do together what we could not do alone.
I'm still gonna operate on my own.
Of course, as will I. But we will be there for each other when it is needed.
Okay, this is not something I was expecting. But it's kind of cool that the storyline is, you know, you got a little curveball.
Back alley from which the Russians moved stolen Oscorp equipment to a safe house. Use the little fish to catch the big ones.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Okay, here we are.
Tempting to catch the easiest prey. But in our case, the most obvious criminals are the most inconsequential. Wait. Follow them. See where they go.
Okay.
I get that, but I'm not gonna let anyone get hurt. If I see these guys threatening someone's life, they're going down.
Illegal money is usually paid in cash. If you follow low-level criminals as they drop off their earnings, they will lead you to the next rung of the ladder. You are doing well. Now listen. Higher-level criminals prefer to keep a low profile. But just as animals must visit a watering,
I like how that's an accepted picture.
collect their money and pay those above them.
I'll give them this. The way these guys hustle all over the city, they're getting one heck of a cardio workout.
Often the higher-level criminals will lead you to legitimate businesses that serve as a front to launder the illegal income. It is here you will find their bosses who pretend at respectability.
All right. We got pictures of all of them. That's some really awful running. Just the way he runs is, I don't know, it looks quite cumbersome. All right, so,
Gotta get a
do we need to
photo
beat
of
him
that
up now?
crate of Oscorp tech, so I can trace it.
This crate is heavier than your mother.
It's great, it's heavier than your mother.
I'm not taking the blame for you. Quick, get the crate loaded before someone sees us.
Where's the crate? Is this the crate? Am I supposed to take a picture? I don't know. There we go.
Just the image I wanted.
Okay, perfect.
That Oscorp tech will go to their superiors. Do not lose sight of it.
I'll stick to it like, well, me.
Can I not grab onto it? Okay, I guess not. So I just gotta follow it. Whoa!
Can't lose that truck. It's my ticket to the Russian secret clubhouse.
Man, this truck is certainly speeding away all of a sudden. Whoa. Okay. Stay behind it. Stay behind it. Okay, that's it. We tailed the
Kraven's tips are
truck.
paying off. I get the feeling there are a lot of bad guys in there. I better keep a low profile.
Okay, so it looks like we're heading into the actual I don't even know what you would call it. Hideout, I guess? I'm not sure. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see what they use that stuff for. Okay, I'm going to use my Spidey sense. Oh, man. What is
I'm
that?
guessing this isn't a restaurant guide.
Yep.
The Carnage Killer.
Unless if they're investing in
These
Yelp.
must be all the places where he killed these guys' friends. A lot more than the police know about. I know what Kraven would say. A clearer picture of the Predator's hunting grounds.
Whoa. What is that? That looks interesting. Did you see that? There's some sort of a suit up in front. Huh. Okay. I'm intrigued. I am certainly intrigued. But on the next episode, we will find out what that suit exactly is. So, of course, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, smash that like button, share the videos with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well, and of course, I'll catch you guys next time with another episode of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. See you laters. And, of course, have a fantastic day. And I'll see you laters, alligators. Thanks all for watching, guys.